Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into the workshop, you could say. We're looking at small to medium carpentry businesses.
That's right. Specifically, how they tackle a really modern challenge.
Yeah, exactly. The big question is, how does a business that's built on, amazing hands-on craftsmanship move away from that feast or famine revenue cycle? How can they use things like AI and automation to actually systematize getting referrals and, crucially, keeping clients coming back?
Well, traditionally, it was all about the work speaking for itself, wasn't it? You
Yeah.
build something beautiful, word gets around, the phone rings. Eventually.
Right, passive word of mouth. But what we're seeing now, and what our sources really hammer home, is that just relying on that, well, it's not enough anymore. It leads to really unpredictable income.
Yeah, you finish a big project, suddenly there's this dip, this valley in revenue, and you're just sort of waiting for the next call. Wow.
And the owners, they're flat out. They're on site, managing crews, dealing with suppliers. There's often just no time or maybe no structured way to consistently follow up with past clients.
And that's where the opportunities get lost.
Yeah.
You drop the ball on nurturing those relationships every single time, almost.
So our mission today, for you listening, is to lay out a path towards a more predictable strategy, moving beyond just hoping the phone rings.
Exactly. And the exciting part is this isn't some far-off future tech. The opportunity's here now. We're talking low investment stuff, cloud software, automation tools. It makes this accessible even for, the smaller shops.
It's about making that high-quality physical work reliably lead to the next job, the next referral, systematically.
Precisely. Making quality count consistently for the bottom line.
Okay, let's unpack this toolkit then, because when we talk about systematizing, for someone who's maybe brilliant with wood but less comfortable with IT, 5 tools. That sounds like it could be a headache in itself.
That's a fair point, and it's critical. The sources emphasize this. This whole thing works because these tools are built to integrate easily. We're not talking about expensive, custom-coded software here.
It's the synergy that makes it manageable.
Exactly. It minimizes the setup pain. So let's run through the stack piece by piece and focus on what each one actually does.
All right, give us the rundown. What's first?
First up is make.com. Think of this as your automation engine. It's like the digital foreman for your processes.
Okay, a digital foreman. I like that.
It doesn't swing a hammer, but it makes sure nothing gets missed in your follow-up. It connects your other systems, Notion, OpenAI, everything, so data just flows automatically.
Ah, so it cuts out all that tedious copying and pasting, minimizes errors.
Totally. It guarantees that when a job's marked done, the follow-up sequence actually starts. No more forgetting.
Got it. So make.com is the connective tissue. What about keeping track of everything? The business knowledge, the client details?
That's where Notion comes in. It's your central hub, your digital HQ, if you like.
So all the important stuff in one place.
Everything. Your business knowledge, your SOPs, those standard operating procedures, the step-by-step guides that ensure consistency.
Crucial for quality control.
Absolutely. Notion holds project info, checklists, client records. It becomes that single source of truth everyone can rely on.
Okay, makes sense. Then you bring in the AI, OpenAI. Now, my skepticism kicks in here. How do you make AI communications sound, well, human, not robotic?
Yeah, that's the key, isn't it? OpenAI augments your communication. It doesn't just replace it wholesale. It drafts personalized thank you notes, for example.
Personalized how?
By pulling specific details about the project right out of Notion. So it might mention the specific type of wood used or the tricky installation detail you overcame.
Ah, so it feels genuinely tailored.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it learns your shop's voice, your brand. Plus, a really useful feature. It can summarize long email chains or customer chats into bullet points. Saves the owner huge amounts of time before jumping on a call.
Okay, I can see the value there. That leaves 2 more specialized tools.
Right. We've got Cloudinary for media. All those finished project photos, maybe testimonial videos, they need to look professional.
And be easy to share, I imagine.
Precisely. Cloudinary stores them securely, but it also automatically optimizes them, resizes them, even adds watermarks instantly.
So no more wrestling with photo editing software for half an hour just to post something online.
None of that. You've always got the right image in the right format, ready to go for email, social media, whatever. Effortless sharing.
Okay. And the last one, Apify, a no-code app builder. Break that down for me. What does that actually mean for a carpenter?
It means you, the business owner, can create a simple, professional-looking app for your business, maybe for clients, maybe for internal use, without writing a single line of code.
Like drag and drop?
Pretty much. You can build a client portal where they track their project progress, Or a super simple form for past clients to request new work.
And that connects back to everything else.
Instantly. Via Make.com, it syncs with Notion. So the data is always live. It really elevates the client experience beyond just a generic website form.
So what really strikes me is that synergy you mentioned earlier. These 5 tools, they might sound like distinct pieces, but they really function as a team.
A digital team, yeah. Working together consistently to handle that client nurturing process.
Which, as we said, is often the biggest driver of getting those valuable referrals.
Exactly. It takes the burden off the owner's shoulders.
Okay, this is where it gets really practical, I think. Let's walk through an example. That moment when these tools actually, earn their keep. How does that automated follow-up work in reality?
Let's stick with that kitchen remodel example.
Yeah.
So the job's finished. The project manager goes into Notion, marks that project status as complete.
Okay, simple status update. That's the trigger.
That's the trigger. Instantly, Make.com, our digital foreman, sees that change. It kicks off the predefined post-project workflow.
And what happens next?
Well, within minutes, OpenAI gets tasked. It generates that personalized thank you email we talked about.
Right, pulling in details like the specific countertops or the custom shelves.
Exactly. And crucially, that email also includes a very clear, friendly request for an online review, maybe a link. Plus, it details your referral program.
Like refer a friend, get a 50-pound gift card or something.
Precisely. Or a discount on their next project. The key is the timing. You're reaching out while a client is still buzzing about their fantastic new kitchen. Strike while the iron's hot.
That immediate, consistent follow-up, that's the bit that so often gets missed when things are manual and chaotic.
Always. But it's not just about sending emails. This system also creates what the sources call a unified feedback and insights loop.
Okay, what does that mean?
It means any feedback coming in reviews from Google, comments via the Apify app, support messages from the website, it all gets automatically funneled by Make.com straight into Notion.
So it's all collected in one place.
Yes, but then OpenAI steps in again. It doesn't just store the feedback, it analyzes it. It reads through the comments and pulls out recurring themes.
So you're not just reading individual reviews, you're spotting trends, like data mining your own customer feedback.
Exactly. If, say, 10 clients spontaneously mention how punctual your team was, boom, that's a massive selling point to highlight in your marketing.
Or if several people suggest a service you don't currently offer.
Right. Maybe 4 clients mention needing help with specific material handling or disposal. That's immediate insight into a potential new service line and a new revenue stream. You're basically getting 24/7 market research from your own customers.
That's powerful stuff. And linking back to Cloudinary, the media tool that makes sharing the visual proof easier too, right?
Absolutely. Those beautiful, optimized, watermarked before and after photos, they're ready instantly. They can be attached automatically to those follow-up emails.
So when a client forwards that email to a friend saying, look at my amazing new kitchen,
The professional photos are right there, showcasing your work and crediting your shop. It makes word of mouth much more visual and effective. Frictionless sharing.
Okay, so that covers getting reviews and referrals from a completed job. Now let's shift gears slightly. Let's talk about retention, driving repeat business.
Yeah. How do we get clients coming back for their next project? Whether that's in 5 months or 5 years, this is often the most profitable work.
Turning those one-time jobs into long-term relationships. This is where Apify really comes into its own, isn't it?
It really is. Think about creating a very simple, dedicated app just for your past clients. Nothing overly complex.
What would it do?
It can let them request a new quote with just a couple of taps. Maybe access maintenance tips specific to the materials you used in their home, like how to care for the oak flooring you installed.
Or browse special offers.
Exactly. Exclusive discounts only available to returning customers. It makes them feel valued.
So instead of them trying to find your old business card or searching online, your business is right there on their phone, connected to their specific history with you.
That's the power of it. It saves the client time and hassle. And remember, Make.com ensures that app is synced with Notion.
So the app knows what work you did for them and when.
Precisely. Which means you can send targeted, automated push notifications through the app. Things like, hey, it's been a year, maybe time for deck maintenance. Or seasonal offers relevant to their past projects.
That's much more effective than just generic email blasts. It's proactive relationship management, really.
Way more effective than hoping they remember you years later.
Yeah.
And it's automated.
Now, one other point, consistency. As a business grows, maybe different people start handling client communication. How does Notion help maintain a consistent brand voice and level of service?
That's the centralized knowledge aspect. It's about process discipline.
Having everything written down.
Everything. All your SOPs for different job types, your standard email templates, outreach scripts for follow-ups, even pricing guidelines. It's all stored, approved, and accessible in Notion.
So if the owner is stuck on site and a newer project manager needs to respond to a client query,
they can pull up the exact approved script or template for that situation. It ensures the client gets the same professional, on-brand experience no matter who they talk to. Consistency builds trust.
right, it avoids that disjointed feeling clients sometimes get.
Exactly. Every touch point feels like it comes from the same reliable company.
Okay, so we've covered the tools, the workflows for referrals, for repeat business, for consistency. Let's pull back a bit. What's the bigger picture here? What does this systematic approach really mean for carpentry business's bottom line?
Well, fundamentally, it's about shifting from being reactive, just hoping for the best, to being proactive and strategic.
Taking control.
Taking control. It ensures that all the hard work, all the excellent craftsmanship isn't just a one-off event. It's leveraged by a digital system to create the next sales opportunity automatically.
We found some really strong validation for this in the industry too. I was struck by a quote from software strategist Paula Harris. She said the right automation frees up owners to focus on quality work and meaningful client relationships.
That's a key benefit. Less time on admin, more time on the craft or with clients.
And she also added, importantly, that it means no one drops the ball on follow-ups, a key driver of referral and repeat revenue. That really resonates with what we've been discussing.
Absolutely, and the numbers back it up. Market forecasts suggest businesses using AI and automation for follow-up can see customer retention rates jump by over 25% compared to purely manual methods.
Wow, over 25%. That's not insignificant.
Not at all, and that's predictable high-profit revenue. It's built systematically, not just by chance.
So for you listening, maybe you're running a carpentry shop, you're hearing this and thinking, okay, I see the potential, but where do I even start? How do you implement this without getting totally overwhelmed?
Great question. The advice is clear. Start simple. Don't try to boil the ocean and implement all 5 tools at once.
Pick one thing first.
Exactly. Choose just 1 or 2 key workflows to automate initially. That post-project thank you and review request, that's often a perfect starting point. Get that one process running smoothly.
Makes sense. Baby steps. What's next?
Get your digital house in order first. Before you automate anything, make sure your client information, project records, maybe even your basic SOPs are centralized somewhere.
Like in Notion.
Notion is a great choice for this. Clean up your data, get it organized. Because automation needs clean data to work effectively.
Okay, foundation first, then.
Then, invest in those scalable tools we talked about. Make.com, Apify. Think long-term. They're designed to grow with you, unlike maybe some expensive custom software that gets outdated fast.
Right, flexibility is key. And using AI.
Use AI smartly. Focus on that personalized, high-value communication. It's not about spamming people. It's about timely, relevant, authentic interactions that actually provide value and keep you top of mind.
Quality over quantity in communication.
Definitely. And finally, this isn't a set it and forget it system. Use the feedback loop. Use those insights you're gathering to regularly review and tweak your processes, your SOPs in Notion.
Right.
Keep refining as your business evolves.
That's an improvement?
Continuous improvement driven by data.
So summing it all up.
Yeah, the final thought here is that embracing this kind of automation, this tech stack, it's not about replacing the craftsperson. It's not about losing the human touch.
It's about supporting it.
Exactly.
Sure.
It's about building a smart digital framework around your physical quality and hard work. A framework that guarantees your efforts reliably translate into the next opportunity, the next job.
And that future, that capability is genuinely accessible now, even for smaller outfits.
It really is.
So here's a thought to leave you with. If automation could genuinely take over that whole administrative headache of follow-ups, referral tracking, all that stuff that feels like an interruption, how would that change how you spend your time? What new level of quality, what new focus could you bring to your actual craft, knowing that your sales pipeline, your future business, is being systematically nurtured in the background? What could that unlock for you?